What's up there, YouTube friends, or should I say bright suns, because I have just returned from Disneyland and visiting Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I had 4 reservations over the course of the weekend, so I got many opportunities to visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and get to know everything. Pretty much did every experience. I made a lightsaber. We built a droid. We went to the cantina. We bought merch. We visited land. I piloted the Falcon. But that is not why we're here. We're here to discuss the pins, specifically of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and the pins related to its opening. I would love to talk about Galaxy's Edge. I could do it all day long, but that will be in the course of like a ton of videos. So the first set here is a set of 4. They're booster pins. Ironically, I could not find these in Galaxy's Edge. I looked everywhere. I looked in the Resistance camp, and all the different stores. I found this at the Star Wars launch bay. They have a lot of the Galaxy's Edge merch. They're actually in the launch bay. So those people who don't have reservations maybe have a chance to get some of that cool merch. But there's 4 pins, and this was $27.99. Okay, so here's that booster pin set related to the Falcon. First up, we've got this one that says pilot. And of course, you've got the Millennium Falcon there. I was the pilot on one of my Falcon experiences. This next one is my personal favorite. It just has the Falcon in gold and it has the Hans dice there. And it just says, never tell me the odds. This one here has the Falcon and flying over the Black Spire outpost there on Batuu. So those are actually Sabacc cards. I just looked it up, and unfortunately I didn't see a deck of Sabacc cards while I was there. They must have been sold out along with Hans dice. Alright, now this next pin is also an open edition pin. All the LE pins were gone. I thought I had picked up a couple, but there weren't. The LEs and the jumbos, they were snatched up quickly, and they're selling for like double the price on eBay. But it's just got the Millennium Falcon here. It's an open edition. It was $12.99. Basic pin, and there's something in Arabish there. I'll have to get my handy dandy translator to figure out what that says. Alright, this one with Millennium Falcon, I just translated this from Arabish, and it just says Batuu here at the bottom. Now, that pin had also come from Star Wars Launch Bay, but this pin was from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, or Black Spire Outpost specifically. You could only get certain pins in certain areas. And this one here was from the Droid Factory, the Droid Depot. It's a BB-8 pin. Very cool. It's just metal. There's no enamel. I'm sure that I can translate these symbols here. But this is an open edition pin, only available in Batuu at the Droid Depot, $9.99. And a closer look at that BB-8 card. I translated this and it says BSO. I don't know what that stands for. Looks like a little maze inside BB-8. Alright, so the rest of these pins, except for the very, very last one, I picked up in Launch Bay. They were not available at the Black Spire Outpost. So actually, out of all these pins, only one I picked up inside Galaxy's Edge. So this one here, Launch Bay, this was from opening day. It's a limited release. I'm going to say that air quotes limited release. $15.99. They were everywhere. I'm sorry. Every single one of these, except for the pass holder exclusives, was everywhere. So when they say limited release, even the popcorn carts were selling pins. The hotel had a bunch of these pins. Every shop had limited release Star Wars opening day pins. Here's that R2-D2 limited release pin, and it just says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge landing 2019. Alright, this next one, it's a pin on pin. You've just got the Falcon there. Again, Galaxy's Edge landing. It was $15.99, and it's a limited release. And here's the Millennium Falcon Galaxy's Edge limited release pin. Got the Falcon here with the spires of Black Spire Outpost in the background, and it also just says Galaxy's Edge Landing 2019. Alright, and now the next limited release pin is this one. This is actually one of my favorites. The Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening day. Again, $15.99, limited release. I'm not going to do the air quotes. Of the 3 limited release pins that aren't pass holder exclusive, this is my favorite one, I think. You've got it here. It's landed in Black Spire Outpost, the Millennium Falcon, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, clear for landing, 5/31/19. Alright, I saved the best for last. This is the limited release annual pass holder pin. But it's pretty cool. I'm glad that they still had that at the Star Wars launch bay. Now this pin also has something there in Arabic that I will have to translate. Alright, and here's that first pass holder exclusive limited release pin. I like the cards are different. Got the Falcon flying over with the silver, and then you've got Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Landing 2019 Black Spire Outpost, and right here in Arabic is written Batu. The limited release pass holder pin, by the way, was $15.99, and that's the same price point as this one, our last limited release pass holder pin. You've got the Falcon here with 2019. It says cleared for landing. It's a weird pin. It's a spinner / hinge pin. So look at that. You twist the Falcon, and the hatch opens up. How cool is that? This is the hinged spinner pin. So when you turn the Falcon here, I don't like that it's only a single pin back, but when you turn this will flop open, and this pin just says cleared for landing, Black Spire Outpost, 5/31/19. The Falcon spins completely all the way around. Alright, so now that brings us to our last pin. So $15.99 were the price points for the previous pins. This one was much, much more than $15.99. Why? Because there was only one way you could get this pin, and that was to build this. So I did build a lightsaber, and it was an incredible experience, and there'll be videos for that coming. But once you forked out the $200, they give you a card after you've chosen your lightsaber option, and then you get this pin, and you must be wearing a pin and have the card to get into Savvy's workshop. Alright, so the lightsaber options are Peace and Justice, Elemental Nature, which is the one I chose, Protection and Defense, and Power and Control. And each one of those options comes with a pin. So if you really wanted the full set of pin, you'd have to build 4 lightsabers at $200 plus tax. $800 for a pin set. I've seen worse. This pin, though, has no edition size on it, so I'm led to believe it's a open edition, but you can't get this pin by itself without building a lightsaber. So I don't know what we're going to call it. There is some words on the back in Arabic, and I will translate that as well. Alright, and this is the last pin from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the Elemental Nature pin. This will be featured again in my lightsaber video. Copper pin. Each pin was a different color, representing their, allegiance, faction, whatever you want to call them. The backside is pretty cool. So you've got the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge stamp there. Of course, the FAC number, the Disney pin trading stamp of whatever, happiness. And then this right here in Arabic, I translated that for you. So you don't have to. It says Elemental Nature. Anyway, that is all the time that I have for this pin video. Like I said, there'll be several other pin videos. A lot of pins that we purchased over the weekend. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at GrumpyGamerDad. So until next time, as they say on Batu, till the spire, and stick around for bad dad jokes. They're out of this world. So, the end of another pin video, which means bad dad jokes. Hey, you know, it's halfway through June. So, this segment can only go on another, what, 180 days? Right? So, first up, what is red and smells like blue paint? Red paint. I told my girlfriend she drew her eyebrows too high. She seemed surprised. Today at the bank, an old lady asked me to help check her balance. So I pushed her over. There you go. Have a good one.